What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ride with Bcray. I'm your host, Bcray. We're talking about topics as I drive to work in the morning. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. A lot of y'all is watching, but a lot of y'all here is hitting the subscribe button, so please hit the subscribe button. So let's go ahead and jump into what we're talking about on the topic today. Today we're talking about Jay-Z. So if you're not tracking, on Sunday, there was an update to an indictment that now has added Jay-Z to the indictment. Now, what is the indictment? So when the female, who they're naming as Jane Doe right now, filed the claim, she said when she was 13 years old, she was raped by Jay-Z and Puff Daddy at a party after the VMA Awards. Now, when she first put the claim in, she only listed Puff Daddy or P. Diddy by name. She left celebrity A and celebrity B as just celebrities. And then on Sunday, she finally amended the complaint and she added Jay-Z to it, but she has not said who is celebrity B yet. Because remember, I just said she's in the original complaint, it was P. Diddy who raped her, and then it was celebrity A and celebrity B. Supposedly celebrity B is a female. That's what it said. That's all I'm going by. So Jay-Z came back with a response, like, you know, in other words, like, he came back as, how dare you do this to me? I was not involved in this. Now I gotta explain this. He said, now, you know, I gotta explain this to my daughter because she is of age now, where, you know, kids watch the news and all this stuff. And then he slid. Then the last comment he put in was, if you so sure about this, why don't you make it criminal? So let me explain. So, and then he went to go say the lawyer pushed the letter out to him, and he didn't appreciate the letter that went out to him. So let me kind of explain to you what this letter was and explain to you the process so everybody understands what's going on. So first, let me go back. He also said that it was blackmail. So yeah, that's what he said in his statement. It was blackmail. You don't demand stuff from me like that. I'll have nothing to do with it, and now I gotta explain it to my daughter. That's just the gist of the whole response that he came back with. So I'm gonna pause the story here and explain some stuff to you. So first off, this is a civil crime and not a criminal crime. When I say civil, that means this Jane Doe is going after him for money. Nothing criminal, just money. And for you to prove guilt in the criminal, it is the burden of proof is a lot more lighter than it is for on the criminal side of the house. So she don't gotta prove that much. All right. Second, when he said the letter was sent to his attorney, kind of like blackmail, that is what they call a demand letter, right? So what happens is that the attorney sends out a demand letter, sends out a demand letter, and then sends it to the other person's attorney, trying to figure out a way to where they can settle this without going to court. I have a couple of questions, because a lot of people have a couple of questions. Then her lawyer came back and said, well, birds of a feather flock together. And if you go back, from what little bit of research that I did do, there has been issues between her attorney and Jay-Z's attorney for a while, because Jay-Z sued that attorney a while back as well. This attorney was on the news, you know, talking about, like I just said, birds of a feather flock together. The defendant has the right to amend her complaint however she likes to. He was just saying things like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing disrespectful that I can see. Jay-Z have requested and asked, and he has every right to, that the claimant reveal who she is, because you remember, in our rights, you have the right to face your accuser. So he's gonna be asking for that. But it is hard. It is really hard for me to. Well, it's not hard for me to survive, because at the end of the day, they're human, and people are gonna be people, and we gotta separate the music that that they rap and this big mogul that he is. We gotta separate that from this dude is a man as well, and he could very possibly have done this. Because then I would ask, like, but okay, so here's, if you really dig into the story, here's some of my questions. This girl was 13 years old. 13. So then my question is, where was her parents? How do you let your 13-year-old go out to a VMA Awards and then you just sit at home? That's the first part of it. Where's the parents in this? This girl was 13. And when you continue to read the complaint, right? Because I did look at bits and pieces of the complaint. She could not get into the VMA Awards because she did not have a ticket to get into the VMA Awards, right? So she more or less like went parking lot pimping. So when she was parking lot pimping, she was asking these limo drivers, how could she get into some of these after parties? So one of the limo drivers, who was the limo driver for P. Diddy, said, you meet the requirements for what P. Diddy likes. What is his requirements? It didn't list it in the complaint. So the limo driver told her to stay here. He's gonna pick up P. Diddy and some guys, take them back to the party, and he's gonna come back and get her. Supposedly all this is in New York. The complaint said the limo driver picked up P. Diddy and them, took him to the after party, came back, picked her up, took her to the after party. When she walked into the door, she said they made her sign some paperwork. She stated she did not read what she was signing, but she assumed it was a non-disclosure agreement. She didn't read it, okay? Keep in mind, she's 13. Then she said she was enjoying a party and someone brought her a drink. And after that drink, she felt woozy, so she went upstairs and she laid down on one of the beds. And then that's when she said she was raped by P. Diddy and Jay-Z. And then there was a female celebrity watching. That's what the whole complaint says. That's the whole complaint. That's what the whole complaint states. Also, in her complaint, she said Jay-Z gave her this drink, or P. Diddy gave her a drink. One of them gave her this drink, and that's when she felt woozy and whatnot. So it's a lot of, to me, it's a lot of holes in her story, because a lot of stuff to me is not flowing the way it should flow. And again, it goes to the point, she's 13. Like, why are you out at 13 trying to go to celebrity parties? That's the first part. How, like, why? Like, where was your parents? Like, where are your parents? You are 13 years old and you are out here at these celebrity parties. I am more or less appalled at her being 13 than anything else. The second part of this is, how in the right mind can a grown man not tell the difference between an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old? Granted, I get it. These women are just growing out of control. They're growing these boobies and all this stuff, and they look grown. Got it. I understand that part. Understand it 150%. Because some of these kids are like grown women, and they do. But at the same time, she's 13. Like, whether this is true or not, we cannot be jury. We can't be judge of the jury. We have to let the evidence show who's guilty and who's not. Same thing for P. Diddy. We have to let the evidence show. Well, with him, there's videos, but that's a whole other story. But we have to see what evidence this female is gonna show, because that's gonna determine whether Jay-Z is gonna pay her or not. Keep in mind, Jay-Z has a lot to lose, just like P. Diddy had a lot to lose. Y'all remember that Jay-Z owns records, He owns liquor. He owns a clothing line, and he also is responsible for the halftime show for the NFL as well. If he is found guilty of this man will lose it all. He will lose every bit of everything. And I believe right now the NFL is waiting. NFL is waiting to rip him away from the title of being in charge of the halftime show. It's just, I don't know. I think sometimes people don't think about their decisions before they have these decisions. And that's if all this is true. Because there's a big word, if all this is true. Do I think this is a money grab? I don't know. I don't know, because she hasn't showed any proof yet. She haven't showed any proof yet. And I'm not his lawyer. I'm not her lawyer. I'm not the court system. And she don't have to show the public the proof that she has. She don't have to show any of it. She don't have to show any of it at all. But as the public, we would like to know what evidence she has, when it comes to Jay-Z, because they already said with P. Diddy, for the other cases he got, there's videos that kind of goes with it. So you can't be like, man, P. Diddy is innocent, because there's videos to match it. There's videos to go with it. Right now they haven't showed their hand when it comes to Jay-Z yet. And he is really when he came out with it, he was really in his statements, like he was really upset about it, especially to the point to where this man has kids, and his daughter is old enough. She goes to school now. Well, she goes to a school. She probably goes to a private school. But at the end of the day, kids are gonna be kids, so they're gonna pick on her. They're gonna question her. So that's just something that these people gotta think about when they go to these parties and whatnot. So I don't know, and it just goes back to how do you let your 13-year-old out the house like that? She's 13. And you as a parent just let her run the streets like that? I don't get it, people. I just don't get it. And if Jay-Z is guilty, yes, she should get all the money in the world. She's also, I think she's saying, guilty. She's claiming rape and PTSD from the rape as well. So people, let me know down in the comments how you feel about this. At the end of the day, we can't be judged. We can't be the jury. We have to let the stuff, peel out in the courtroom the way it should be. But it is ridiculous that a lot of our black moguls is getting taken down by decisions that they make when it comes to the opposite sex. It is decisions that they make, and this is only alleged. This is just alleged. Once again, they gotta go to the court of law, all this other good stuff. This is alleged. But if this is true, it's a good possibility Jay-Z is also done. P. Diddy is already done. Now we're looking at Jay-Z about to be done. We don't have too many black mogul role models left in the rap community. We don't have too many left. So people, let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. Let me know, what do you think? Do you even think this man is guilty, or do you think it's a money grab from this 13-year-old female? Well, at that time she was 13. Now it's been like 20 years later, so she's like, what, 33 now? But let me know down in the comments how you feel. That's all I have for y'all today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please share with people, subscribe, and drop a comment down there. If you made this far, drop Jay-Z in the comments so I know you made this far. Once again, I love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you for all y'all do. Thank you for all your views. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.